I got this approval. Interest isn't terrible. It's 16.7.
I have a repossession.
Gotcha.
My credit score is a pretty low.
All right, I have a repossession update for those who care.
He says 16.7% interest on a Tesla isn't that terrible. It's a strange way of saying I have no idea how interest works.
Yeah, it's so much stuff stolen from me. It's ridiculous.
They were like, you're just an innocent bystander. I'm like, how am I supposed to buy diapers or food for my kids? My money was in that account too. Really hard to trust people since all this.
I'm not going to say anything here nor there about another place, but I just know the way that we do things here is different, and I know that that shows.
You want to start with Tesla?
I'm running it through a couple different banks, just trying to see what the best thing that I can get done is. We got good positive equity in your car. We got a decent chunk of a down payment there. The biggest factor on this price point of car from what I see,
I don't know exactly what happened, so I'm going to leave that part alone. But when the story starts with a bank account issue, and the follow-up is shopping for a Tesla at a used car dealer, we already know this is not going to be a Dave Ramsey success story.
is income. We're looking at a decently expensive car.
You able to use me as just as income since we're married?
Well, I'd have to put you on as a cosigner. What's your monthly income going into the bank account?
Sometimes it could be around $8,000 a month.
Definitely help. Would you be able to do any money on top, or what did you
Do money on top, yeah.
So with the car plus 3K, I got this approval. Interest isn't terrible. It's 16.70, and your payment would be $535 monthly. And they're waiving proof of income, proof of residence. So we just need 3 full references and insurance.
The dealer says 16.7% isn't terrible. And that's good to know, because I thought 16% was a bad interest rate. Turns out I was looking at it wrong. I forgot the car has an iPad on the dashboard.
You were interested in the Grand Cherokee that we have?
Yes. So I talked to one of your sales reps, and he told me that all I needed was a cosigner. So whenever I'm ready to have a cosigner fill out the application or able to work with me.
Who was it that you spoke to that told you that? Because I don't even... Michael, okay. Because I don't have a salesperson, Michael. Could have been a different dealership? Because we typically don't tell people that they need a cosigner over the phone until, like, you actually come in and we run the credit and everything.
I can get a lot of dealership messages sometimes.
So how long ago was the repossession?
Last year.
She had a repo last year, she needs a cosigner. And she's calling about a Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's an interesting choice, because when the bank already needs backup, maybe don't start with a Jeep that thinks it's a luxury vehicle.
The repossession should have happened towards the winter time.
Okay, I got you. So it's been over 12 months since then?
Not 12, probably about 6 months.
Gotcha. Have you reestablished any credit since then, or?
Besides a credit card and then paying it on time.
Okay.
That's just about it. I've been just trying to pay bills and stuff like that one time.
Yeah.
Now, I can say I think my credit has took a couple hits because, again, I still went to try to get a car and have went to 2 places and they weren't able to help me. So I believe that kind of probably could have affected my credit, but not too.
Okay. What's the credit score? What did they tell you you're at?
They just told me I'm at a 470, I think.
Gotcha.
She's got a 470 credit score, and she's trying to pay her bills on time. That's good, keep doing that. But that's not the part where you start shopping for a Grand Cherokee. That's the part where paying the bills on time needs to become the easy part.
All right. Well, I mean, listen, it's going to come down to the type of vehicle you're trying to get into. I mean, things happen, repossessions and stuff. That's life. It happens, unfortunately. Well, I do have some programs. As long as you're not looking to get into a Range Rover or a Lamborghini, you got a job, you got some money down. It's possible, but we would need you here in person. I'll text you my contact info. Just let me know when you have the time. Just swing by. I'll be able to tell you, if it's enough money down, you'll leave in the car. If you need more money down or a little help or I'm a cosigner, then we'll go that route. But this way, at least you know exactly where you're at.
They're going to try to get her approved, and that's the problem. Because when you have a repo and a 470 credit score, trying is not automatically good news. Sometimes trying just means we're about to find out how bad the offer can get, and then pretend the approval was a victory.
Yesterday, we had a 480 credit score come in, $800 down. She was convinced she can get approved on her 2020 Range Rover Velar. It's got 86,000 miles. And the reason she thought that really caught me off guard. Honestly, it's something that happens more times than people think. A lot of times, customers believe that they're building credit when they're actually not. She was financing a car. She got it from Carvana or CarMax. It was a Mercedes-Benz 2020 E-Class. We thought we were good. We were under the impression she had some kind of established history. When we ran the credit, turns out she didn't have any established history. The only thing that she had on there was 2 collections, which put her at a 480 credit score.
She's got a 480 credit score and shopping for a Range Rover. At 480, that's a lot to ask. That's asking the bank how much disrespect it can tolerate. Because at 480, the goal shouldn't be luxury. The goal should be hoping anyone says yes to anything with 4 wheels.
So her credit was actually subprime, you know, a lot lower than she thought. She was under the impression that she could come out here and get approved on $40,000, $50,000 cars when, you know, in all reality, she can't. We sat down, we talked to her, we got to the bottom of things. Seems as if dad financed the car for her. We tried to see if maybe we could get a cosigner, maybe get dad on there to get a little bit extra strength in the application so that way we can go ahead and get her into this Range Rover that she wants. I mean, if you come take a look at this Range Rover, it's a 2020, it's a P340S, it's a really nice car. The problem becomes with a 480 credit score and only $800 down.
She thought she financed her last car, but it was actually under her dad's name. So the one good car loan she thought she had wasn't even hers. And she only has $800 down, so the application is basically saying, trust me in crayon.
A lender is going to look at this car and look at your credit profile and instantly think high risk, right? A lot of customers, like I said, they come in these situations where they don't understand the full scope of their credit profile. They're under the impression they've been building credit. They're under the impression they have some kind of established history and they can buy these, you know, $40,000, $50,000 cars. And, you know, sometimes it sucks for me to have to come out and explain to a customer the reality of the situation. The facts of the matter are you can get approved for this $40,000, $50,000 car because this loan wasn't in your name in this instance, right?
I cut out the part where he offered her cheaper options, one of them being a Toyota, and she didn't want it. Of course she didn't want it, because when you have a 480 credit score and $800 down, the reliable car is apparently where we draw the line.
All right, I have a repossession update for those who care. And please, for the negative people, just know I do not care what people say about me. I wouldn't post on social media if I did. Let's first talk about the cars they have not picked up. As you can see, the Tesla Model 3, they have not picked up. I think it's because it's $43,000 upside down. They just don't care. And then number 2 is the Dodge Hornet that is still sitting at the dealership. They haven't reported that one to my credit, and I guess it's because it's a lemon. I don't know, but
the cars are being repossessed, not cars plural, because apparently one financial emergency wasn't enough. And one of them was a Tesla that's $43,000 upside down. So this really isn't a car problem anymore. It's a driveway full of bad decisions.
Whatever, that's them. Now let's talk about the Mercedes-Benz, which is a crazy story. They can't find the car. For those who saw my video about the worst cars I ever bought, then you already know that car was terrible. So I told them to pick it up as soon as I filed for bankruptcy. 2 weeks ago, I get a nasty letter saying that they're about to come and pick up the vehicle. 2 weeks ago. Keep in mind, I said March of this year, I gave them the car back. I figured it was just an honest mistake. So I called the bank. I said, hey.
And there's also a Mercedes. So now we're on the 3rd car, multiple repossessions. So the financial plan seems to be collecting luxury cars until the bank collects them back.
You all made a mistake. You all said that you were going to repossess the vehicle, but you all already have the vehicle. You all had it since March. They are still doing research to try to find that car now. I know for sure that it was them that picked it up because they called me to confirm everything like that. I had to write a notice. They have the notice, but they don't know where the car is. So that's it for right now. I'm waiting for the rest of the cars to sell to see how much I owe. So once I get that information, I will let you know.
She's waiting for the cars to sell so she can see how much she owes. It's usually not how selling cars works. Most people sell cars and get money. With a repo, the lender sells the car and does the math. So the car gets a new owner, and she gets a part nobody wanted.
My husband's car got repossessed, and I mean, obviously it's our fault. It gets repossessed when you don't pay your bill, and we didn't pay the bill because we have to choose between paying the car bill or paying rent. That's on us. To get the car back is $1,600, and the car is only worth $2,000, but we owe $8,000. So logistically, it makes no sense for us to go pick that car back up, but that leaves my husband out of a car. So if you're in the Westchester, New York City area, like Bronx, Manhattan, Westchester area, and you have a car that you are willing to sell to us for under, I want to say like $1,500, we would love to speak to you. If you can share this video so that my husband can make it to work.
She says they're not going to pay for the car that got repossessed because logistically it doesn't make any sense. And I actually love that wording because logistically makes it sound like it's a shipping problem, not a loan they signed. Apparently the payment didn't stop being owed. It just became inconvenient.
One of the main reasons why people get repos is not because they can't afford the payment. It's because they bought a high mileage car that was out of warranty. They declined the service contract, so they have no warranty on it. And then something went wrong with the car. A lot of people that come to the dealership, when something goes wrong on the car and they got to pay out of pocket for it, they say, fuck it, I'm not paying for the car anymore. So they just leave the car. That's why they have repos. It's not because they can't afford it. They just don't want to pay it.
They find out the car needs work, so they stop paying for it. That makes sense if you forget the loan exists, but the bank didn't forget. Now the car needs repairs. The payment stopped and the repo is coming. So the repair is not the expensive part. The decision after the repair was.
And this is why when I work with bad credit customers, I pretty much tell them to buy the warranty because they get approved on higher mileage cars. God forbid something was to happen, because things really do happen. If something happens, the warranty pays out. You're not paying out of pocket. I don't know about you guys. Dishing out $4 or $5 grand for repair is crazy. So when you're at the dealership, make sure you go ahead, get that warranty. Realistically, it might add $30 to your car payment. $30, $40 tops. And just to have that coverage and that peace of mind, it just makes sense.
A warranty can help with the repair bills. He's not wrong about that. But there is another option. You can also plan for the car needing work, because if a repair bill completely destroys the budget, the warranty was not the only thing missing. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.